name is Isabella Martin, and tonight I'm reporting about one of the most talked about events in the city, an explosive and unpredictable performance made by the Italian Furious. What was meant to be an evening of theater quickly turned into something far more chaotic. With shouting and walkouts and even a few fights breaking out in the crowd, the performance left many people shocked and confused and angry. So, today I talked to some of the people who were really there, and even some of the performers, to find out just what happened and why this show caused such a big reaction. So come on, let's take a look. Hello everyone! We are back here today with one of the audience members who witnessed the theatrics caused by the Italian Furious. So my first question is, after experiencing the show, what do you think about it?
It was the most shocking thing I've seen by far. I definitely was caught off guard, which I guess was their intention. The music was loud and the actors and dancers were strange. It was like nothing I've ever seen, and I'm still not sure how to feel about it, honestly.
Okay, well, it seems like you're on the fence about how the show got you feeling, but I know most people had some really strong feelings about it. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience in the crowd and how people around you acted?
Yes, this performance sure had some polarizing feedback. The concept of their show made people furious, ending in huge fights, food thrown, and physical altercations. People were so mad, but on the other hand, there were some people cheering and chanting in full support of the performance. Then this started brawls between people in the audience, making this event something that will go down in history forever.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It was so good getting an insight of how it was in the crowd. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And now, we are back with one of the musicians that were there during the performance to get what the performance was really like. So, as I've heard, the music was interesting, to say the least. It was something like no one's ever heard before. Could you tell me why music like this was chosen for this exact performance?
Yeah, the music played was supposed to be loud and unconventional. We weren't trying to make pretty music or anything good for that matter. We were trying to wake people up so they can see what our world is really like.
Interesting. So people came to this theater not expecting this. They were expecting a traditional theater performance, and so whenever y'all started performing, people were yelling and covering their ears to y'all's music. So did this offend you at all?
Honestly, not at all. We wanted them to feel whether that's anger, sadness, or excitement. Any emotion could allow people to see what we see. We cannot be quiet and calm anymore. Our world is changing and we need to change with it. So if they were offended or even furious with us, we accomplished our goal.
Okay, thank you so much. Y'all heard it here. That concludes our interviews today, and as we got the true insight of what really happened in December of 1921.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hi, so now we are back with one of the actors from this performance who really made the show come to life. So my first question is, going into this, did y'all know the amount of backlash that y'all would receive? And then with that it would escalate to such a violent and chaotic riot?
Obviously, going into this, we expected to cause chaos. That's why we did it in the first place. We needed to show people that they do not have to be compliant to their traditional values. Their anger and aggression all added to the show, and it's just a start to what we were trying to do.
Right, so I really just want to know, what was it like being on stage and reacting to the crowd like that?
Honestly, it was a world of emotions, but it was liberating to say the least. I could have used without some of the rotten vegetables, but we pushed against history and enacted a change. I can feel it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your input. It was a pleasure talking to you.